It's officially Superman Family Week in DC Dark Legion, and really I should say Superman Family Month, but this is the patch that's going to add a decent amount of the Superman movie adjacent events to the game. Obviously on the soft launch servers, we already have access to the Supergirl and Connor Kent bleeds, and it appears that we are going to be getting Superman's bleed within the next day or two. I'm super excited about that. I know that a lot of people have said they've looked on all of the different servers across the game and Superman is going to be coming for everyone, so I think that's a really nice added change. Those of us who have been playing on the soft launch servers have been waiting since probably mid to late January on getting an opportunity to pull for Superman again. I personally am excited about it because I have Superman maxed out all except for his stars. So really excited about that. This update today is not the most significant update. There are a couple of items that I think are worth talking about, and we're going to jump through those, and we'll talk about some of the quality of life as well. We are going to be getting, for the boosted odds Mythic Champions, Flash, Cyborg, and Shazam. I know some people are probably tired of seeing Flash in all of the bleeds. I'm certainly okay with it because the more the merrier. Flash is an incredible A+ tier champion, bordering on S when you use him with certain other champions such as Superman. So happy to see Flash again coming up in the Hyper Time Tracker for boosted odds. Probably the biggest thing that's coming with this patch is going to be hitting the game tomorrow on July 9th, and that is the Vestiges of Krypton themed event. Now, this event is going to be very similar to the Atlanteans event that we got last month. You will need to have War Room level 8 or above. It's not too difficult to get that. Now, the way this event works is going to be a little bit different from the Atlanteans event. There are a couple of things we need to talk about. So the way the Vestiges of Krypton event is going to work is there's going to be a grid, presumably, of mystery items that you can select. And whenever you click on those, there's a chance that there's going to be a grand prize that will basically clear the rest of the level out for you. It's really nice. We'll take a look at the actual event itself whenever it comes into the game tomorrow, and I'll try to put out a video for you. A couple of things that are going to be different here. So there's something called Super Fetch Time, and the wording of this could be a little bit different, so I don't really want to read it out loud. But basically, you're going to be playing Fetch with KRYPTO, and the more that you play Fetch with KRYPTO, the more benefits you're going to get. So you'll get Mythic KRYPTO shards, which Helen alluded to those. Helen, the community manager, alluded to that. The fact that we're going to be getting some free shards of KRYPTO, I presume we're only going to be able to earn 10, which is the amount that it takes to unlock him for free, and probably we'll have to pay for the additional ones, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised that we'll be able to get a few of KRYPTO's skills unlocked for free as well. And then we'll be able to unlock this skill. Now, it's called Super Sniff. I don't think this is going to be a skill available as an actual playable skill. I think it's specific to the event. And it just allows you to open the energy matrices, which are the items that are going to be on your screen in the event, like on the board. You'll be able to open them more efficiently. So the more you play Fetch with KRYPTO, the more you tell him he's a good boy, you should be able to play the event more efficiently, and that's probably going to be very important for free-to-play players. The next thing is Colossal Crisis. This is something we've never had in the game before, and it appears that the coordinated assault target is going to be replaced by Colossus. Now, I don't know if it's still going to be kind of an offline thing where, or like a passive thing where, like if we go in and do a Dark Legion coordinated assault, you really just kind of create one. Like we'll fight the Amazonian defender. We just initiate for 5 minutes, throw a squad in, and we're done. I don't know if it's going to be like that. What I would hope for is that we would actually be able to fight Colossus, like an actual in-game thing that we can fight as a collective and be able to take them down. So we'll see how that works out, if it's more of an Umbral Rift style thing or if it's more combat cycle. But should be a very fun little added event or part of the Superman family event. And then, of course, we have the Friends event, which is the Smallville hospitality, and you'll be able to send Sunstones to friends. You're going to be getting KRYPTO's gift, which will give you some of the items used to play fetch with KRYPTO. You'll get scanners and you'll get other valuable items. The scanners, I think, are just kind of a chest that you would open up. Should be a lot in the event for free-to-play players if it's anything like the Atlantean event last time. A couple of things that are going to be coming with the event: the Vestiges or the Vestige Explorer frame. Hoping that one looks really cool. The Fortress of Solitude themed living quarter style. And of course, you'll be able to earn a decent amount of magic eyes. Now, we did get a hint from Super Helen in a prior community newsletter, I think for June and May, that they're looking at potentially adding some passive boosts to these living quarters. I don't think this one is going to come with one. There was no mention of it, but be on the lookout for that. I'm still not super happy about the fact that they're doing that, but as long as they do it going forward and not backwards, I'm all right with it. I'll be covering this whenever I put out the video on the event. So take a look at that video. Like I said, it should be coming out on my channel tomorrow or the next day. We got some improvements to Umbral Rift, and this one looks like the biggest item that I want to flag for you is that they adjusted vehicle battle duration. As you know, if you enter into a battle, it typically, once the battle starts, it takes like 25 to 30 seconds before you can switch over and get into another battle. And so if they've adjusted that and taken it off, it should allow for higher scores, and it'll allow for your ringer or like your top scorer to get a little bit more points and maybe get a few more levels on the boss. They made a couple of changes to Checkmate Crisis, but the event is very passive and only a few people in the league even get to participate in it. So I don't think you're really going to notice much here. Obviously, any unclaimed rewards from the reward screen will just be sent via mail now. Previously, I think you had to go in and actually claim them yourself. So that'll probably be a nice little improvement. The last thing before we talk about the sort of lesser improvements for the game that I want to mention, and this may be the biggest, most significant change now that we're getting all these Superman family champions. I don't think I regret pushing for Supergirl and Superboy, and I'm definitely still going to be trying to get as many copies of Superman as I can, but they have changed the Superman family faction bonus. So I've mentioned this in a lot of other videos, and actually, disclaimer, I'm going to be putting out a few Superman family videos while I'm on vacation in the next couple of weeks that already talked about Superman family faction bonus the way it used to work. So unless I'm able to quickly edit those, unfortunately, some of my information is going to be a little bit off. But instead of the prior 20%, each Krypton energy level will now increase attack of all Superman family champions by 25%. And this is important. The Superman family faction bonus only activates now if you have at least 2 champions from the faction present. So previously, again, it was 20, 40, and 60% damage increase, or attack increase, but you only needed 1 Superman family champion active to get the bonus. Now, the more Superman family champions you have in the squad, the easier it's going to be to activate those bonuses. So I think if you're running a full Superman family team, or even just a 3 Superman family team, you should be able to activate these bonuses relatively quickly, and you're going to be able to do even more damage. So it is a buff, like a straight buff for the Superman family, but it is going to be a bit of a nerf to just running only Superman, for example. Like, you're just not going to be able to do that now. Again, I will either try to edit those Superman family videos that are going to be coming out, or I will throw a pinned comment in each of the videos just to let people know that my information is a little bit off. But for the most part, it's going to be the same general concept. A few improvements that are worth noting. For the Super Monthly Pass rewards, so the $10 a month pass that you can buy, drones are now going to be included in the daily rewards. Previously, it was about 90 gems per day. I believe it's now 110 gems per day, and there's a certain amount of drones that you're going to be getting as well. I think that's a positive change. And, you know, previously I said that the super monthly pass was not worth buying. I think these additional rewards you're going to be getting on a daily basis, as well as the squad slot and the premium recovery, I think are starting to push this towards kind of a recommendation that you should buy it if you're a very light spender. Obviously, if you're willing to spend, you know, more than $50 a month on the game, it's definitely something worth getting. But, you know, for people who only want to spend a small amount, it's still worth just getting the Monitor's Legacy Pass. All right, the next thing is going to be combat cycle rewards for Phase 2. And this is not a significant increase, but they did grant now for each milestone, you're going to get 60 mirror cells instead of 20. So a significant increase from essentially nothing, but I would like to see this be a little bit closer to 100 mirror cells, because, I mean, you need 100 mirror cells to be able to do one transmute. One transmute is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. So really want to see this increase to 100. I don't understand why they're slow rolling it, but at least we're seeing some forward progress here. Something I didn't mention the last update, but I noticed it. They changed the order of deployment. So it used to be that the number 1 slot was in the bottom middle of the screen, so it was on the back line, and then you would have 2 and 3 up front, 4 and 5 in the back left and back right. They've changed it to where it's just 1, 2 in the front, 3, 4, 5 in the back. So be careful with that whenever you're putting together your saved squads and everything else. Definitely go in and check those saved squads to be sure that you're not putting the wrong champions on the front line because of the way they've changed this. It looks like they've updated a few of the champions' ultimate visuals. So this is going to be in the bottom portion of the screen. Whenever the ultimate's ready, it kind of pops up and makes it visually appealing. Like you can tell that the ultimate's ready if you're playing in manual. Nice to see that. I hope that they do that for all champions eventually. They did add stat bonuses to where they're displayed in the base room screens. And the last minor thing that they changed, they fixed an issue with display of the first occupation rewards for Gotham City. Previously, the first occupation rewards kind of aligned with the Guardian Challenge, but Gotham City is a separate event from Guardian Challenge, so you're not going to be getting those first occupation rewards the way it used to be displayed. So keep that in mind. It's a short update video today. As a bit of a programming note, I mentioned earlier in the video, I will be going on vacation starting on the 11th or 12th of this month, and I'm going to be gone until probably the 22nd or 23rd. I will be scarcely available on Discord, and I'm also planning on, I have some videos that I've prepared for you that will be coming out on the channel over the course of the vacation, so there will definitely be videos to watch. If any of the information is outdated, I do apologize. I tried to record these videos within the last couple of weeks, so hopefully everything is going to be relevant for you, but I wanted to make sure that I had content that could come out for you. So hopefully you will enjoy those videos that are going to be put out. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel yet, please do so. You'll get notified anytime there is new DC Dark Legion content coming out, and I will see you in the next video.